We are back at 8:43 with one of Hollywood's rising stars, Daisy Edgar-Jones.
In the soon-to-be summer blockbuster Twister, she takes on the action-packed role of an aspiring tornado tamer. Let's take a look.
Who was that?
I think I killed some chickens.
There it is. Daisy, good morning.
Good morning.
Those poor chickens.
I know. I just plowed right through the chickens, didn't he? This is, people love you and know you from Normal People and other projects you've been in, but this is something else entirely. This big budget summer blockbuster, all the attention it's getting, the anticipation. What is it like to kind of be at the center of this Twisters moment?
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I mean, yeah, it's a real bucket list for me to be a part of this big sort of disaster movie, this kind of, you know, huge scale, just fun film to be watched in a big cinema with a big audience. You know, it feels amazing to be here.
You really got into the role. I was telling the crew earlier this morning, the only time I've ever cried as a reporter was when I was storm chasing, because it is so scary.
Yeah.
I heard you actually did go out and at least try to storm chase a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We're actually, so many of the storm chasers that we met in Oklahoma were there to kind of guide us, but they were also in the film. So there's a lot of the background actors are real storm chasers. So we became really close with them. And I went chasing with Glen and Brandon from the cast a couple months ago, and we chased the storm all the way to Kansas.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We didn't see a tornado, but...
So what is that for people who have never done it and never will do it? And most of what they know about storm chasing is from Twister, the original
Really?
movie, and Twisters. What is it like to be in the hunt for a storm?
I mean, it was amazing when we went. I was like, gosh, we really captured it, you know, in our film. I mean, a lot of it is driving, so you need a really great soundtrack, and luckily this film has, like, the perfect chasing soundtrack.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of it is sort of just really trying to, like, make really quick decisions. You know, a lot of it's instinct, as, you know, obviously you use the science and the data, but a lot of it is just trusting your gut. And yeah, the one that we saw, it was really dark as well, so the only light we got was from the lightning. And there was a hook on the radar, and Sean, our chaser, was like, could be a tornado. I was like, where?
Gets real.
Yeah.
You know what also jumps off on screen to me is the chemistry. We had Glen Powell here yesterday. He was talking about his beloved dog, Brisket. He said you guys fell in love with Brisket on set. Talk to me about just their camaraderie and even that. Oh, look at this picture.
Oh, I know.
Brisket.
So baby Brisket, Glen got him during filming, and actually he was just like the best kind of comfort for us all. We were doing night shoots, and Brisket was just, there all the time. And Glen is the best. I mean, you met him. He's such a lovely person and such a brilliant actor, and yeah, it's hard not to have chemistry with Glen because he's just great fun.
I told you I recently did an interview with Glen for about an hour. Brisket was just at our feet the whole time, just kind of moving in and out of the shot.
I know, he's a bigger star than Glen at this point.
So you obviously are from the UK, but you so perfectly embody this sort of American Southwest of Oklahoma. I'm sure Glen, coming from Texas, had a little to do with that. How did you make that transition? How did you learn about the culture? And how does line dancing figure into it?
Well, yes, we were really lucky. We got to film in Oklahoma where the film's set, and actually that really helped for me because I had to tune in, you know, my ear to the accent, but also just to immerse myself in the culture of storm chasing and also line dancing. I went line dancing as much as I could.
Isn't it
I loved
great?
it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so good for your health.
It's smooth, too, the way they move.
Yes.
If
You're
I can
good. We're
describe it.
watching a
Is that
little
you right
video.
Oh my gosh, that's
You've
me.
got it.
How fun is that?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I actually arranged a line dancing instructor to come to our after party at the premiere.
Oh, really?
In London, because I wanted all my friends to do it, and they're all addicted now.
That's so funny. You know, I was reading about this earlier this morning. You guys took running lessons? What does that even mean?
Yes, I worked with a personal trainer, and he was like, what do you need for Twisters? And I was like, well, I'm doing a lot of running. And he was like, you know, run for me. And he went, oh no.
Do you have to like run with fear, or?
I just have a bit of running is not my strong suit. Let's just say that. So he was like, I wanted to look cool. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, it's an important part of the role, isn't it? Sprinting.
Exactly. And I mean, it's hard to look cool when you have wind machines and rain in your face the whole time, but I did my best.
Pulled it off.
Dramatic running, also part of being an actor. Little did you know when you got into the business. A lot of people, it calls to mind for people the 1990s movie Twister. Of course, this is a sort of updated version of that story. How much did you use that as a touchstone for this film?
I've probably watched the original Twister, I mean, probably about 50 times at this point. I mean, it's such a wonderful film. It's a classic for a reason. And I think the thing I grasp most from it is the kind of enthusiasm. It's so infectious to watch on screen, the enthusiasm for the chase and how, well drawn out each character is. So, there's a lot of love for the original in our film. It does feel like the next chapter in a really lovely way. But we have Dorothy in there. We have like other little Easter eggs for those who love the original. But yeah, in terms of the CGI and also the technology in which to chase, we're able to raise the stakes now, which is cool.
And you've captured all of that. Daisy, thank you very much. You're not going anywhere. We'll see you again in the 4th hour. You're doing the weather, you're doing all the tea. We've got you here.
I live here now.
Yeah, just go have a meal and set up shop. Twisters from our sister company, Universal Pictures, hits theaters tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.